Hey, what's up guys? This is Team Hard Life Captain Alberto here, and we're going to be downloading this T-Rex 130 because the customer is getting ready for Sharkathon, which is coming up pretty quick. He just wants to make sure his line is good to go. He knows he has a fray down in there, but this is why we use hollow core, because it means we can fix the line and not throw any away. So here we go.
Got a lot of stress on my mind. It's a nice day to go. Yeah, I got a line. I'ma call the whole team.
Jesus. Hey, David.
Yes.
It's a big old burn mark?
No, it's a bunch of frame. Let me check. What about...
Here?
Yes.
That's crazy. That's big.
I'll get my glasses and look at it a little bit better. And then tell me how many yards that was in, if you know.
I won't know until I put it back on there and
okay.
spool it back on.
I wonder, yeah, let's see if that's it. I think that's it. It looked like it was it. Yeah, that's it right here. See how it's all frayed right in there? Yeah, yeah. And I'm kind of worried about that.
Okay, so
I didn't see nothing else. Did you?
well, I stopped there because
Yeah,
I saw that.
I want to know anyway how much that was right there.
You want me to go further down?
No, I think.
It's gonna be the same cost.
Well, I didn't really go any further down. You know what I mean?
So all of this has never seen water?
Well, maybe in the past it has, but not last night.
You're setting up for Sharkathon, bro.
Oh, you know what? You'll know exactly where it's at when you come back down.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna find it again.
Yeah, take a little bit more off and check it out. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that.
Yeah, no, you're prepping for
That'll
Sharkathon.
give us an idea.
Let's not make
That'll
sure
give us
you're...
an idea about how far we were dropping right there.
Yeah.
I might even, if I like that distance, we might put a little black mark on it or something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
On the line. That's what I like about the hollow core.
That's why I'm doing a video, just to remind people, you know, especially if you're prepping for a big tournament like this, you can't afford, you know, to not go and just double check, you know. Even though, like right now, you're talking about you're not going to go that far, but if you hook a monster fish and you had a fray down there you didn't know about.
We haven't further out before, but last night or this weekend we were only going that far out.
Yeah. See, I don't think y'all gone any further than that because the line is still stuck there like if I originally spooled it.
Okay.
So. All right. Actually, I'm not sure. Jeff, you back on the clock yet? Okay. Let me know when you are. I got something for you to do, please.
How much is that rod?
$4.99.
$4.99.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's for your These reels.
Okay.
It'll hold a 50.
No.
Yeah.
Huh?
It'll hold a 50.
Will it?
Yep.
Well, it's got some little backbone to it. It does. Yeah. Yeah, you can feel it. It's pretty.
Yeah. But still, personally, I wouldn't say use a 50 on it because of the length of the rod.
Yeah.
It goes back to that
It's got a lot of-
giving the fish the leverage
Yeah.
rather than you
Yeah,
keep
it's
the
got a lot of
leverage.
bolt to it. Yeah, she needs something like maybe that right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's a Harnell or a Harrington, one of the two.
She'll say no to that right now. She's
No, those are his.
all about the pinks.
Those are his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, right now I'm just trying to gather funds together. I got some big projects, so that's the only reason why I even entertained y'all asking me about those rods earlier. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Normally I don't sell.
Right. So when you did go out to Sharkathon, how many liters did you bring with you? Let's say for 4 rods.
The rule of thumb for me is two liters per rod per day.
Okay.
And that's a safe bet. But when all these cutoffs were happening and stuff like that, we were taking 4 liters per rod per day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it sometimes you have to step up that much, you know what I mean, just to make sure you're still fishing, because that's a lot of money.
It is.
Both ways. Losing gear and or staying in the game, you know?
Right. She was mad at me when I first started buying stuff, but I think she's starting to understand that she's buying her own stuff.
And then that last night she's like, I gotta get a backpack, I gotta get a headlamp, I gotta get some more liters. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All you're hearing is cha-ching, 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 cha-ching,
Right.
cha-ching. Yep.
Yeah.
Now you know. You can't be mad at me for it now.
But the smart thing was getting her on her own fish. Now that she
Yeah,
got her own
yeah.
fish, now she's got the bug, and
Yeah.
yep. Ooh, shoot. Ooh, tight line is what it is. You can see it. The weave is super tight. See how that looks? The
Yes.
weave and that how tight that is?
Yes.
It gets darker.
Yeah.
That's what I just felt. Working it slow. Right, yeah. I can fix that real quick. No lollygag in here. Yeah, so we're gonna cut that section out. That's the one that he somehow got it braised up while out there, man. That's huge, bro.
This is where she started getting into bigger fish. It's
Sturgeon?
5 to 6 foot sturgeon, yeah.
Nice.
Right, Snake River at Mountain Home Meadow.
That is awesome.
Right. Biggest one I caught was a little bit, like 9 foot ½ inch.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
That's one of my bucket list fish right there.
I'll tell you what, man, it was fun, but now I'm ready for teeth.
Yes and no.
Right, I don't want to get bit, but
Yeah, don't get bit.
you ever gotten bit? Even
Yes.
just a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
But little ones. Because if you pull them in, they're so feisty, they don't have a chance to fight. So when you're trying to hold them, they're all over
That's
the
what
place.
they were like. As I said, the little ones are mean. They get really mad.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, the bigger ones, you fight them and they wear themselves out on the way in. So you don't have to worry about. I mean, yes, they'll still whip the crap out of you, so wear pants.
Yeah.
And my teammates found out about that one of the trips we got a stingray, a big old stingray, and it lit up their legs, and they're like, damn it. And I was like, that's why I wear pants, and I walk right up to it. I was like, I don't have to worry about it, you know?
All right.
All right, so I've already cut out that area. Then once I start spooling up again, I'll put the line counter to it, but that's going to be the thing. With the splice, you should be able to see it. It's either that or I mark the line right now.
Mark it right now.
Just mark it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Had a guy catch, he said he caught a shark Thursday. He called me Saturday morning asking about why his leg is swollen from where the shark rubbed it yesterday. I was like, well, but he goes, what he said was the skin's not broke, but
Oh, look,
It's
look
just
right
It took a layer off.
it's just the rash on top.
Yeah, look what happened. That's what happened to me right there.
Yeah, no, that took a layer off.
Because I
You see how it's scabbed over?
because I put on his fins, holding him down when we
Yeah,
were.
but his belly,
Yeah.
the sides of his belly,
Yeah, he
still,
was going
still
like that.
yeah, it
Yeah.
still gets you.
Yeah, he got me on both sides.
You gotta think shark skin is like teeth of a shark backwards.
Oh.
Right.
So even though it don't tear the skin, it still punctures your outer layer,
Yeah.
and there's bacteria.
yeah, that's what I told him.
Yeah.
Tell him put Clorox on it and it'll
That's
go
what I
away.
told him. Even the brothers was complaining about something. He got hit with something that broke the skin and it hurts.
Mhm.
I said, dude, Clorox. He thought I was acting stupid.
Eat that shit out.
But it does, but the thing is, peroxide kills everything.
Yeah, it blows up your capillaries and all of that too. So it's actually worse for you in stuff like that. Yes, the Clorox, it eats all the bacteria and the whole upper layer, but it allows it to, once you rinse it off, it allows it to start growing back. And I've actually got a video on my channel where I did that guard tournament up in Dallas, and we were trudging through the woods, and we those big old thorns, the big ones like that, dude, they were all over my feet, and I was getting stabbed. And well, we were out there all day in the mud and all of that. By the time we got done with that, and actually when we left there, we went to another place to fish. I mean, I rinsed it off with fresh water, but I didn't clean out the wounds, and so.
Well, because those thorns, they all got poison on them. Just a little bit, but just maybe to irritate you. I've stepped on hawthorn needles and ooh, those are nasty.
Damn it. Well, we got to my buddy's house, and I was like, I need Clorox. He's like, I got some right there. My feet were like footballs. And I poured it on like that, and I time-lapsed it, but you see my feet in there, and you see them within about 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah, buddy mine, Ron Gentry, up in Galveston area, he was the one that showed me and my buddy Damon that. Because Damon, we came off the beach and his feet were swollen. He stepped on a crab or something, so the bottom of his feet, I mean, it was all swolled up. He could barely put on the sandals. And Ron's like, "Go put some bleach on it." And we looked at each other, we're like, "Bleach?" And he goes, "Hey, bro, trying to help." And we're like, "All right, let's try it," So we did it, and within minutes, like as soon as he puts it, you can see it just
So you put bleach on it.
bleach, straight bleach, not the splashless.
Oh.
Like the regular ordinary bleach, but not the cheap. the cheap stuff don't work. It don't. And every now and then, occasionally, I'll throw bleach like in my Crocs. They start getting a little funky and stuff like that, and I'll throw bleach in
I
them.
shower with them every time I get in the shower and bring them in with me.
Yep.
I mean, my feet turned black after a day and a half of being outside.
Well, I normally wear socks, so it helps with that one, but still, the bleach, it gets into them pores and all of that stuff, especially when you're stepping on it.
Okay. What are these winches for?
Cell lines.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've been thinking of a way to rig it up on a fishing rod.
I bet you it wouldn't be too hard.
Look at your bumper in your truck pile. You yak it out.
Yeah.
Well, it's got 600 yards, a 200-pound test.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So how far would you drop bait out without catching something that you'd kill? Bringing in.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. I don't want to kill a 15-foot shark.
Life's like a box of chocolates.
Right.
So is shark fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I've thrown cast outs and nearly got smoked by a 15-footer.
Wow.
And it was a little Count's ray like this. It fell out of a big one. I was like, ooh, I threw it on hook and went like this. Set the rod, and then I got about 20, 30 feet away from me. The rod was bowed over.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah, we posted today. We were shark fishing this past week, and one of the guys that I met, and he got on there and he was a hater. You're gonna kill a 15-foot monster, and I'm like, I know they're gonna be haters all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They just don't want people to fish. At the end of the day, they you can't predict what's gonna bite your hook.
Right.
You cannot do it. There's, I'm only gonna stay within this depth and stick with it. It would be nice,
Yeah.
To say, hey, if you stay within 200 to 400 yards, you won't catch nothing over 10
His
foot.
wife was shocked when she caught a 4-foot black tip in the first second gut.
Oh yeah.
I know they're in there.
I've done 7 and 8 footers right there.
Yeah.
So,
What? I got this shark right there.
oh yeah. So I got the line. Oh, you told me to mark it. I got into splicing it.
Talking.
Yep.
I was just about to say something.
So do they have a line counter that I can buy separately, so I know how many yards I'm dropping?
I don't know, to tell you the truth.
That'd be kind of nice.
That would,
It's hard to tell.
A
You know, they
detachable unit.
I seen them on Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
and you just tape it to your or zip tie it to your rod.
Okay.
You know what? And one of our subscribers mailed us some markers for this specific reason. So we got markers for marking the line.
Okay.
Even more.
Yeah.
You're right there. For line only.
Oh, those there.
Yeah, he marked them so that way we can use them for a line. So we're gonna be using them, Brian. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah. Huh. Okay. I'm looking at them right here. The red one, that is an LX6
And it's an MXL.
and an MXL.
And then you got the smaller ones.
Yeah. She was asking about the LXs, and she was saying she was just getting into them. I was trying to tell her the MXL may be better for her since she's just getting into
The
it.
MXL or the little small
The SX.
SX.
Yeah, but she's got some mitts,
Yeah.
so she can handle the MXL.
Yeah.
Should be just fine. And then when she's ready, she can move up to
Alright.
the LX. You know what I mean? Still use the MXL.
Okay. Yeah, it'll hold it. All right, back. Yeah. She's wondering if that pink and white rod would go good with one of these.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Either one.
In fact,
Either one. Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking though the smaller one may be easier.
Are those sold, Albert?
No.
No.
No. I pulled them out to show them, and they
Yeah.
just been sitting out there. So.
No. I'd like her to go with the bigger one.
No, she
Just-
don't need a.
No.
You know which one I have? I have that little small one,
Really?
and I use that thing more. I've gotten shark on that thing too.
Hmm.
And that's my uncle's got the same little rod. When we go drum fishing, he'll max the drag out on there, and he'll bring that drum right up to the top of it. Yeah. But then I have to go NFL, you can hold a 400 yard line.
What kind of pass?
60 to 80 or 60 to 100.
Well, yeah, that's, you go 300 yards of 60 and 100 yards of 100.
Okay.
There's that super tight weave right there. Look, you can see how the line doesn't even want to bend.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, all it is maybe the machine gets a little stuck in that spot and it puts more weaves per inch, basically.
So it ain't gonna hurt nothing?
Nah.
No.
That should be all right. I haven't really sat there and had a machine to test it, but Jeff with Tightline Braid says it does mess with the line strength and stuff like that, but it's not going to take it down to like 50-pound test. It may vary it 5 to 10 pounds. Yeah. So.
What size of shark do you think that'll handle?
Oh, you can catch it like when she was catching that easy 4-footer.
Well, the deal about it is
the whole technique is like I was teaching her not to be having the rod like that. If you're running, kind of keep it and then run.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
The form is everything.
Yeah.
And working the drag too.
That's what I told her.
You know, you can have a big enough reel on there and enough line to where you don't put a lot of heat on it and let him run it back and forth, and you're going to wear him out.
Yeah.
Sharks will actually wear out pretty easily. They take a bit, but because of the distance of the line you got on. But for the most part, they don't fight nothing like a stingray, a cobia, a jack, or a tarpon.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the reason why I was suggesting the MXL rather than the LX is just because of the size that I want her to enjoy the castability on it.
Okay.
Now,
I was thinking the other way around. Like we did motorcycles, and she wanted a 300. I go, you're going to outgrow that in a month. We're going to have to turn around
you'll
and
be
buy
really
another one."
surprised that that right there will perform
yes.
just as good as that.
Really?
It's one of those reels that the reason why we got into the LXs is because we were dealing with 4-aught HLWs. We thought that, we needed a big old reel that was the same size to get what we wanted out of it. Mm-hmm. However, after fishing with the MXLs, there's times that's all we take out there. When we're going casting, we'll take nothing but MXLs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Now, I ain't saying if you want the LX, go for the LX, because at the end of the day, it's y'all's gear, and y'all know how y'all are with
And this is more
rowing and stuff.
for her when she's casting.
Yes.
It's more maneuverable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
She'll kind of like that one be a little more.
Lobbing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how much is this one if she ordered it in the purple color?
I would have to double check.
No problem.
I think she like the pink.
But they don't have pink. No. That's one of the colors they discontinued. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm waiting on word from Avets. They're remaking. As far as we know, they're not improving the drag. They're not improving the line capacity. All they're doing is changing the body frame and style. That's all they're doing. That was 328 yards. What's that? They having trouble reeling in, or what?
No, we thought that was a long ways out there.
Well, did you get cut off though? Because you're missing a lot of line.
Yeah, I got cut off.
Yeah, so you're still
But I'm
missing.
not sure, but still, I was figuring that we were at least an easy 6.
I was gonna say, that was easy for 600-700 yards.
Yeah. Well, do you have line to top this, or what?
No, that's good like that.
You gonna leave it like that?
Yeah.
You want me to go and splice in the loop?
Yes.
Okay. See, this is the way it should work when you're spooling somebody's reel, not take it into another room. Oh, here's your reel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gee, that was a lot of yakking for 300 something yards.
It wasn't bad, but I got it.
I'm gonna say we were probably around the 400. We did get broke off right close to the meter area.
I've got to work on video, but I finally got on the kayak. It's been over a year, maybe a year and 3 or 4 months, and I got on the kayak, and I took a bait with me, and I picked up a line, switched out the line or whatever, you know, switched out the bait and took off, and I dropped it about 1,800 yards up.
You know what we've been doing?
Bro, with that pedal drive, it's like riding a bike, bro. Like, I'm just sitting there. I get hot, you know. I got one hand on the rudder, the other hand I pull out, drink some water, and just keep on trucking.
You know, we put a little carabiner on the side of the kayak, and we just latch the line in there, and then we act all the way back out there and switch bait out.
Yeah.
So and
it's kind of sketchy if something does pick it up while you're clipped to it.
But the good thing, he's going to want to swim away from you.
Yeah.
So if he goes down, then all you have to do is, if he pulls you over, just work around that carabiner and clip it, and you're good to go. You know.
That's what we were using, and we were changing our baits, checking our baits like that.
Yeah, that's exactly.
We want to reel all the way in, and then
Yep. It's a real fast way to save energy and stuff.
Yeah.
And if you practice that technique,
that's what we were doing.
It can also let you know, okay, the fish aren't there. Let me take it out a little further. So
that's what we did. We moved
10 to 15 paddles. Or you go into the current. Hey, the current's church up. We got to go further, and you can move it without like you said, crank it all the way in, then to react it.
Right.
You don't fight nothing getting out there quick to it. Yeah.
You see that video of the guy that had the shark and he was on the little unicorn floating?
I saw something. That was a long time ago, though.
I just saw it back a year ago, but he's out there hooked into one, and he goes, "I thought it'd be a cool story."
Is that the one that drug him out like 15 miles or something offshore?
He tried to tail off with the fishing string because it had a leak. I was like, man, you just screwed all the way around. Lucky there was a boat out there.
Yeah.